All right, my dear friends, how are you today? Aaron Michael Eschenberg here, Honest Aim, bringing you some honest astrology about the new moon in Aries on March 24th. It's going to happen at what? 5:28 a.m., right? Nice and early. That's Eastern Standard Time, of course. So depending on where you're at in the world, that will change. New moon in Aries, okay? We've been waiting for this. Spring is here. We've had a lot of energy wrapped up in Pisces. We've still got, Mercury still moving through its fall place right now. Fall meaning it's not its strongest place for Mercury to be. We're using our intuition, okay? We're using our intuition to what? To bring us to a new beginning, okay? We're tapping into that spirit realm. We're tapping into the unknown. We're tapping into the invisible and finding it, creating the vision, okay? This is, let me show you the chart here for a second. Okay, so sun and moon, 4 degrees, 12 minutes. Okay, just conjunct Chiron, just a day away, the sun will conjunct on the 25th. But this is huge. We also have, okay, a square to Uranus, a square to the nodes, okay, square to the south node, square to the north node, Uranus here at 4 degrees, creating a semi-sextile. It's kind of hard to see back here. That's semi-sextile. I'm going to explain what all of this means in a second. Semi-sextile here to the sun and the moon, okay, and Uranus creating that sextile to the north node, Uranus creating the trine over here to the south node as well. Jupiter playing a very big part in this, okay? Jupiter creating a quintile, which is a fate and destined creativity, okay? A creative way to create new beginnings. And that's what new moons are all about, new beginnings. Jupiter as well, creating a trine down there to Venus, home in her sign of Taurus. So let's talk about what all of these trines, sextile, semi-sextile, what does all this stuff really mean, okay? We're at a place of transcendence, all right? We're at a huge place. We're in the crossroads, all right? With the sun squaring the nodes, with the sun and the moon squaring the nodes, okay? Well, this is about a new beginning. And it's so important for us to have a new beginning. We have to wipe, this is the classic cleaning our plate, right? Cleaning your plate from supper. You don't want gravy or whatever else on this fondue or tiramisu or creme brulee or ice cream or whatever it is, whatever's coming for dessert, whatever's coming next. You don't want the remnants of the old intertwining and entangling it up, right? You want to get that fresh, clean taste, right? So that's what's going on right now. We're wiping the slate clean and opening up for new beginnings. Again, self-transcendence, okay? And it's funny that both of these right now, what are creating this quintile here, that quintile again is about a creative expression, a creative way. It's being gifted to us to find a solution to an outcome. Okay, we are in a predicament where we need a solution to an outcome right now. There's no question about that, globally. So here, this is about self-transcendence, all right? And then where Jupiter's at, this is about global transcendence. There's nothing going to stop me. There's nothing going to stop these aspirations. There's nothing going to stop this from getting done, right? We've only got X amount of hours in the day, and this has to be done before the sun goes down, okay? And it's, again, this is the sign of Capricorn. The goat will get to the top of the mountain. There's no question. We're going to get it done. So we have this exuberant amount of expansive energy aiding in this new moon energy, okay? Really, really powerful, extremely, extremely positive. Again, now we have squaring the nodes, okay? That's that getting that clean taste I'm talking about. We have to let go. Capricorn and karma, Capricorn and Saturn deal with karma, okay? This deals with government, big business, how we're viewed to the world, okay? And we're releasing stuff. It's an absolute necessary step to do this releasing and following our hearts, following our passion, following our nurturing being, our empathetic nature, okay? This, again, we can look at this again as like, being in our safe space, but at the same time, it's not. This is a breakthrough, a new beginning. Why is this exiting our safe space? Well, that's Uranus's job here. Uranus is the great awakener in the zodiac. Uranus creating the sextile to the North Node, saying, look, we have to do things. We have to let go, trine to the South Node. Uranus says we have to break free of all this stuff. We have to let go of this old karmic baggage. If you're entering a new relationship, you don't want to carry the old relationship, the old past, into that new beginning. And this definitely deals with relationships with ourselves and relationships with other people, right? And that healing, connecting to Chiron, like we have to heal these old wounds, in order for us to get back out there. It's like, okay, you pulled a hammy, how are you going to get back out on the ball field or whatever it may be? And it's just like, okay, well, we've taken this time to heal in Pisces. That's what part of, Mercury's job is here to do right now, is taking this time to go inward, to allow healing, to allow things to be completed, okay? And this connection with Chiron here is so close to this new moon is an absolute gift that we are receiving. That's then that quintile, that blue line there. And it's also quintile to Pluto, okay? Transformation. We're completely allowing ourselves to surrender, to transform what was into something that could be. We're allowing ourselves to clean the slate, okay? We're erasing the entire blackboard in order to put a new equation up there, to write a new thesis, a new theory, to solve a new issue. Okay, this is the epitome of, again, we're going to get this done, and we're going to start with a clean, fresh start. Okay, it's springtime. We've had huge shifts here astrologically. Saturn is now moved into Aquarius. Okay, it's the visionary. All right, and it wants to make it real. Again, we're not looking at a blank canvas and just staring at a blank canvas, but we see all of the paints, all the colors of the rainbow, all these, prisms of light and palettes and tastes. And we can now take these, these tools that we have and apply them to this white canvas because we have a vision, okay? So this analogy is our lives. What are we doing right now? And if we are in some sort of an interesting, shutdown or quarantine, who knows what's going to happen during this time? But we have to look at this as an absolute gift, okay? That's what this quintile is showing us. This is a gift for you. This is a gift for humanity right now. And it might be difficult to look at it that way in this kind of optimism, but it's saying we have to look at this as an opportunistic time. We have to look at this as a time to where we change things, right? Uranus and Taurus, the wrecking ball, changing the old. Saturn, the source of creation and finite, of the physical reality of our 3D nature. Okay, the laws of this world are saying we have to change. We have to be on this, we're not on old coal locomotives anymore. We have speed rails or magnet, moving trains that go, I don't know the exact mile per hour. It doesn't matter. But the fact is technology is changing us, and we're on that, we're not on dial-up internet right now. You know what I mean? It's not, do you remember that? Depending how old you are, do you remember that old internet? You logged in, AOL, and you'd hear that. We're not dealing with that. We're in light pipe. We're using infrared, technology. We're utilizing this technology right now to create something new. Okay, so we're all about creating new visions for life. And this is our life we're talking about, as well as how we're affecting other people's lives. So what we're doing, the work that we're doing, the work that we're committed to doing, and that's Mars' job up there. What are we committed to do? We're committed to get to the top of the mountain. We're not going to let, why do we fall off the horse, son? To get back up, okay? To get back up. There's things that have to get done. We can't look at this time of downtime or this quarantine or this self-isolation time is a time to be depressed. This astrology, what the universe is showing us right now, is this is a time to be alive, to be excited, to do whatever inner work has to be done, to do the outer work that has to be done in order for us to get this ball rolling, because this is exciting. This is so exciting that we're getting this opportunity right now. A fresh new start, a fresh new beginning at what? Again, the relationship with ourselves, our diet, how we're governing ourselves. All of this, does square to this Capricorn energy, right? Law and order. How are we, individual selves, what are we doing during this time? Are we just laying around all day long, being sad and mopey that we don't have things coming our way? It's like, you got to make these things happen. You got to make them go. And when you're putting in that kind of work, the public sees that. Other people see what you're doing and say, yeah, okay, I got to get behind that, or this is worth money. This is valuable. And what you're doing and using technology right now, and we're got this Saturn beginning to square Uranus. Okay, this can be a difficult time, but it can also be a breakthrough. Difficult meaning you have one thing that wants to explode, and the other thing's job is to contain that explosion. Who's the winner in this? The explosion wins this. The breakthrough wins this. Okay, and it's going to be Saturn's job to reel everything back in together. Okay, so when everything falls apart, it's time to reel it all back in together and set it up and do it again and figure out a better way to do this. Again, we're going from old locomotives to these brand new speed trains. We're going from old ways of fuel and vehicles to Tesla motors and Rivian, these electric cars, things like that, right? And it's like we had to screw up in one end, but we didn't know we were screwing up at the time. This is really, really, really important if you're still watching this. This plays so huge, especially when it's dealing with relationships with ourselves and relationships with other people, right? So this is a break for another chance, a new opportunity for another chance with a clean slate, okay? Because it's like, just like this motor vehicle thing, we didn't know we were screwing up when we made gasoline, octane oils. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know the cause and effect. Okay, but now that we step back as humanity as a whole and see this, we say, oh, this solution that we created from riding horses and horse and buggy to better our lives was a solution. And now that solution has created a new issue. Okay, and that new issue needs to be resolved and looked at under a new light, under a different way, a new beginning. Okay, and this goes for ourselves and our relationships with other people, because we can be hard on ourselves when we screw up. We can be hard on ourselves when we do something that we're not totally happy with. And you can kick yourself and kick yourself and kick yourself and beat yourself up mentally, physically, whatever. And it's just like sometimes we're like, oh no, I deserve that. I deserve to beat myself up mentally. And it's just like, well, yeah, but this is saying that you deserve another opportunity. You deserve a chance to redeem yourself. You deserve a chance to make it right. You deserve a chance to start again, to make it better, to find a new way, to have a vision of the future that you're trying to create. And what is that vision? That's up to you, right? And this is a fresh new beginning, a new start at your life and how you want to live it, right? Even being restricted under confined circumstances. We have to take this time, and that's part of Mercury right now in Pisces. We're taking this time to just use our intuition, right? To do that soul searching, to figure out how and where to navigate next. And this is the spark of the match, okay? Aries is the spark of the match that gets the fire going, okay? So it's like, okay, and go. Okay, so this is really exciting forward momentum energy, and Aries being the ruling sign associated with Mars, and Mars being in its exalted place in Capricorn for a few more days, it's go time. And then on the 31st here, we got Saturn and Mars conjunct together. Okay? Use this week wisely. Use this energy. Take advantage of it. Find your power. Find your spark. Find your life. Find your strength. Find your joy. It's all in here, right? And what you're holding on to in the past that's stopping you from this new, bright, and open beginning, let it go. Let it go. Open up. Allow and accept, because good things are on the way. Ooh, I'm excited, my friends. Have a wonderful weekend leading up to this new moon. I'm going to put this out here on Friday. And have a wonderful new moon whenever you're watching this. As always, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your comments, for the feedback. We'll see you tomorrow.